Good afternoon, everyone. Today our session of the importance of the mangrove forest. So here the Mr. Mehul Parmar for deliver the today's webinar. They are the coming from the WWF, Government of India, and they are the volunteer of the Gujarat. So everyone please join and listen carefully. Sir, please start your
Yes,
session.
yeah. So, good afternoon, all. First of all, I would like to thank you all for joining these sessions, online sessions. Today, in today's online sessions, we are going to understand the importance of mangroves and what are mangroves. So, I hope you all can see my presentations. So, first of all, I would like to say what is this WWF India and Godrej Group. So WWF India is a international organizations which is working for nature and its conservation programs. And the Godrej Group, all you might aware about Godrej groups, and this Godrej Group also conserve this mangrove forest in Mumbai. So, with the collaborations of WWF India and Godrej Group, we are going to conduct these online sessions for to aware to give awareness of the citizens of India. So now the first questions will arise. What are mangroves? So you can say that in this image you can see that these all are the mangroves plants, mangroves trees. So it's mangroves are the coastal forests. They are not you can find on normal land. So they are the coastal forest. Mainly you find these trees in coastal areas. Then mangroves words originates from the Senegalese word mangue, which means into the sea, because these mangroves are mostly available near the sea area. And mangroves are halophytes, means salt tolerant plants. We all know that hydrophytes means aquatic plants. So same way, these mangroves are halophytes, which are salt tolerant plants. Then where we can find this mangroves forest. So this ecosystem of mangroves establishes and grows at the interface of land and water bodies like the seas, creeks, estuaries, bays, and lagoons. And most commonly, it is found near the intertidal area between the high tide and low tide. And you all aware that where we can find this type of geographic locations. And they are very old. You can say that they are evolved around 114 million years ago in tropical and subtropical regions only. So now we have some for interactive lecture. Uh, I have given some questions about what are mangroves. So the options are a group of salt tolerant plants, or intertidal forest, or 114 million years old ecosystems, or D is all of the above. Uh, you can uh, you can memorize your answers. So the answer is all of the above. So now we are going to talk about mangroves in Gujarat, where we can found this mangroves forest in Gujarat area. So you can see that there are 15 species of mangroves are found around Gujarat, and most of them are grey mangroves, covers 90% of the total mangroves area in Gujarat, and its scientific name is Avicennia marina. Then we also found red mangroves, then spur mangroves. occurs in small patches of Gulf of Kutch. Where we can found these mangroves in Gujarat? So you can say that it is found near Kutch, Gulf of Kutch, then Saurashtra and the South Gujarat. In South Gujarat, including Gulf of Khambat and Dumas and Ubrat. You well know that Ubrat place. So they are found uh, in these places in Gujarat. So now we can see the distribution of mangroves in India. In India, where we can find these mangroves forest. So first, you can find it is in West Bengal, then followed by Gujarat, then followed by Andaman and Nicobar Islands, then Andhra Pradesh, then Odisha, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, all the state which are near the sea. And you can see that the highest record of biodiversity in mangroves across the world is 5,747 species of diversity we can found in mangroves forest. So the one more question is that arrange the following state of India with decreased area of mangroves covers. So the option is Andaman, Nicobar, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, West Bengal. Then option B is Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Andaman, Nicobar, Gujarat. So you can answer your these questions. I hope everyone has memorized or some A, B, C, D. So correct answer is C. The first most is West Bengal, then Gujarat, then Andaman Nicobar, and then Andhra Pradesh. In this area, we have more mangroves forest in India. So why these mangroves have a difficult life? Because you can see that they have to grow up in excess salt. We cannot live, and normal plant also cannot live in salty water or salty area, but these mangroves can live. Then they have a very limited fresh waters. Then they have very limited oxygens because mostly they are found in loose soils. Then tidal and wind forces, they have to grow up in tidal and windy area. So you all aware that when we visit the beach, we have to face very windy wind forces. So that is why they have very difficult life. Then how they are coping up with these excessive salts? So they have also some mechanisms. They can filter this salty water, and they can store this filter water in their stem, and with the help of uh, some holes in their leaves, they can extract excessive water. Like in humans bodies we have a sweating poles, so likewise same, they have these extraction poles. With the help of them, they can extract the excess amount of salt. So you can see that this white uh, s- white portion around the leaves, they are excessive salts, and doing this they are surviving. So now we are going to see the many roots of these mangroves. So you can see that here prop roots, then steel roots, which are arising above the ground and supporting the mangroves plants. Then cable roots, like under everyone knows that underground cables. So same wise, mangroves also have a cable roots. It is mostly underground. Then buttress roots. You can found these buttress roots around around these plants. And the last one is breathing roots. And with the help of breathing roots, it exchange the gases or air. So these are the types of roots which are found in mangroves plants. Then how they are germinate. You can see that normal plants are uh, germinate with the help of seeds, but uh, in a muddy soil, or you can say they were loose soils, uh, these mangroves forests cannot germinate with the help of seeds. So what they have come up like in first image you can see that this is the baby plants. uh, they are still attached with mother plants, and once they are grow enough to sustain or withstand any they once they are matured, they just leave their mother plants and they germinate separately. So likewise, these mangroves are germinates. It's called viviparous. So why these mangroves are important for us? What they are giving to humans? So first and most important is that they are giving food. Then they are giving some places for research. Then they are also giving raw materials, and they are also protecting our fresh waters to becoming salty water. Then they are also useful in for medicines. Then they are also useful for ornaments because the small fishes and cells are grow up around the mangrove forest, so we can use that fish and cells for ornaments. Then for livelihoods like fisheries, so they are also important for us for fishing. Then these mangrove forests also have place in our religions. This temple is found in Sundarban. Then they are also helpful for us in tourisms. So it is important for us in many ways. Now we have some slides for different mangrove species. And first is grey mangroves. In Hindi, it is called tivar, and its scientific name is Avicennia marina. You can see that they have breathing roots, and this yellow is the fruit, its fruits. Then second one is mangrove apple. Its local name is chipi. You can see that its fruits are like apple, so it is called mangrove apples. And you can see that this is also has breathing roots with some holes. It's called pneumatophores. Then we have another species of mangrove apples. It's called Pandri chipi in local name. Then we have another one is river mangroves. In this river mangroves, name itself calls it is mostly found near rivers area, and its fruits in shape like mirchi. That is why its local name is mirchi, and its flower mostly white. So we can also found honey from these mangroves plants. Then we have orange mangroves, and its local name is surkandal, and you can see that it has a butterate roots, and you can see these baby plants still attached to mother plants. Then we have a red mangroves. Why it is called red mangroves? Because its stem has red in color, so it is called red mangroves. Then we have a milky mangroves, because when we break its leaves, it will give a white liquid uh, from its leaves, and it is also importance in our medicine purpose. Then we all know that miswak. I think you all have heard this miswak in oral health products, and its fruits are in red colors, and it's also edible, and its leaves mostly eat by animals. So this is also a mangroves. Then the next one is sea holly. Its local name is marandi, and its leaves in a blue color. So now we we are going to see a small video, and I hope it will give a very good uh, introductions about mangroves. So I am just playing that video. Please let me know if you. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video, wonderful video. And now we have one more questions. Which of the following mangrove species is most common in India? And the options
Have you
are
seen Maran? Okay.
s-
So
s-
grey mangroves.
okay. Okay. So the answer is gray mangroves. Yes, you are right. And I hope you all have seen this creature in the video. So what is this? It's tadpole, lizard, fish, or shrimp.
Sir, fish?
Uh, yes, you are right.
Okay.
It's a fish.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
fish.
So you have also seen this crab. It's called fiddler crab, and it's mainly eating these leaves and mangroves fruits. And it is also the part of this detritus food chains. Detritus means dead food chains because it's eating these dead leaves and fruits, and uh, its waste is going to use by bacteria and small creatures, and again that bacteria is eating by small fishes, and so likewise this food chain is continuous. So it is also very important food chain, and you can see this small video. And you can also see the biodiversity, its terrestrial diversity also we can found around mangroves, aquatic diversity also found, and the intertidals means that they are living in water as well as on lands. So we can found all diversities near mangroves. So we can found rosy starling birds, then white cheek bulbul, then this salmon Arab butterfly, which are only found near mangroves forest. Then this fiddler crab. Then we all have seen there's mongoose around us. They are also found near mangroves. Then this glossy Mars snake, which is found in mangroves forest. Then we all know that this Royal Bengal tiger, and we can remember that it is only found in Sundarban area, which are mangroves forest. Then this water monitor lizard, then this Indian rock python and flamingo. And I hope you all know that this flamingo is a Gujarat state bird. Then we have also found some spiders. Mostly they are signature spiders, then jumping spiders, and still many more spiders are available in mangroves forest. Now we are going to talk about threats to mangroves. What are the threats uh, around the mangroves? So like fish farming, then untreated sewage water, which is damaging the mangroves forest. Then waste dumping. You can see, you also see in our area also that we are dumping our waste, and by doing this we are wasting the lands and we are damaging the plants. Then encroachments and tree cutting. In these fish farmings, they are cutting the mangroves plants and they are forming boundaries for fish farming. So that by doing this, we are uh, threats to mangroves. Then There is also a legal protections for these mangroves, and you can see that we have a certain acts which can protect mangrove forests like Coastal Regulation Zone Notifications 2011, then Environment Protection Acts, then Water Act, and the Wildlife Protection Act. It's established in 1972. So what we can do to protect these biodiversities and mangrove forests, like first one is the social awareness campaign, and we are also doing this. Currently we are doing this social awareness. We are spreading awareness about this mangrove forest. Then waste management at source. This can we can implement at our house and our around environment, like waste management. Then research, scientists are researching, doing research on mangrove forests and its biodiversity. Then we can use organic products in our day to day life, and call regional authority if you found any tree cutting activities around you. You can call the forest officers. So by doing this we can help nature. And if you want to know more about mangroves in detail, uh, this Godrej have a one website, and they also have a one mobile applications. It's called Mangroves applications. In that applications, you can find the details of all the species of mangroves at your phone. And they have also these books, interesting book. And you can find NGOs and citizens groups and city and town working for mangroves conservations and join their activities. By doing this, you can help these mangroves forests, and you can also click the pictures of these mangrove forests and upload on social media. And by doing hashtag of these magical mangroves, WWF India, Godrej and Boys, and People for Planet. So these are the presentations about magical mangroves, and I hope you all will gain the knowledge about mangroves. And if you have any questions, you can raise those questions to me. And later on, if you have any questions, then you can write your questions to Ajay Makwana sir, and he will pass those questions to me, and I will give answer to those questions.
So student, if you have any question, write down your chat box. So I convey your question to Mehul sir.
So can I ask verbally my doubt?
Yes.
So, what is the flowering and fruiting season of these mangroves?
Yeah, actually, it depends on the species. Every species
Okay.
have a different uh, timing for this fruiting and flowering. Like we have our normal plants, they all have a different timing. Same wise, mangroves have different timings for this flowering and fruitings.
Okay. So, Abyssinia marina, can you, what's the season of fruiting?
Yeah,
Abyssinia
actually,
marina
yeah,
also?
it's gray mangroves.
Yeah.
Uh, so I haven't know the exact time for that flowering and fruiting, but I will let you know once I got
Oh,
this.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Thank you.
yeah.
Sir, one student
I-
asking the one question.
Yes.
Can menu in saline soil?
Sorry.
Can menu are grow in saline soil? Saline soil?
Mangroves.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's mostly found near the salty area. So it can grow in that area only. It will not grow in normal area.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So I have one more doubt. So can you say something about tidal time lapse of mangrove? मतलब something more.
See, tidal timings, I think it's depend on the nature, right? We there is some our there is some sites we can predict the tidal timing, and it I think it is also available on internet. We can find that timing of particular tidal, and it is mostly around 6 hours timing, 6 to
Okay.
12 hours. So we can, if we want to visit this, like in Gujarat, we have a Marine National Park in near Jamnagar. So if you want to visit that Marine National Park, so before that, before going there, that places, you have to find the tidal timing, and it is available on internet. So by doing that, you can visit that mangroves forest and Marine National Park, because in high tide you cannot visit that national park. So you have to visit that Marine National Park in low tide only.
Okay, sir. But actually, I have to go. I'm doing research, and my study area is Gulf of Khambat. I have to
Yeah,
go for sampling.
yeah,
So that's why I was asking.
yeah. So
Okay,
you can
okay,
find this timing, I think, in internet. You will easily find that
okay.
timing, high tide and low tide timing.
Sure.
Sir, one question running from our faculty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, you have told about meswak, right?
Yeah.
So, other than meswak, all other fruits are edible to animals or not?
Yes. Uh, Except the milky mangroves, the other species of mangroves leaves are edible for animals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for human, there is
For
no.
humans, we can edible the miswak fruits,
Okay. Thank
which
you.
are in red colors.
So I think student have now no any doubts. So thank you very much. Sir, as I told, as an agriculture engineer, the
Yeah.
mangroves are very importance for the erosion purpose, means
Yes.
the soil and water erosion purpose. And also if the in the nearby the mangroves area, any farm, so that soil become the more conserved of the moisture. So
Yes.
that it is very interest over the farmer.
Yes. It will
So that
protect
is
our
very important.
land. Yeah.
Yes, sir, definitely. That is not covered by erosion and also the to give the more moisture.
Yeah.
So that not require any making the structure of the soil water conservation. Okay. So it is very important for the as a agriculture engineer or our farmers.
Yeah.
Okay. So sir, thank you very much. So give such given a nice session.
Yes. Thank you
Okay.
for giving me this opportunity. And I would like to thank you all the students who have participated. And same for I would like to say thank you to Neha and Priyanka, which are my volunteer partner.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank
Okay. Thank you, sir.
you. Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.